Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm having a fabulous week. I got to record and talk to Barbara CorCoran this week. I'll be on her Business Unusual podcast. It should air November 12th, my episode. I'm really excited about that. I'm also being featured on womenontopp.com. So as soon as that feature is posted, I will put that in the description box below. I'll put the link if you want to check out the feature. And when the podcast airs, I'll add the link to this video as well. So, what is going on? If you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, hit that bell notification, like, do all that good stuff, because I am bringing you quality, free, valuable content for entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, e-commerce, dropshipping, everything you can think of, digital marketing, corporate consulting, all that jazz. And if you're not new, welcome back. Thank you again for sticking by me and blowing your mind with all this great content I'm giving you, right? All right, let's jump right in today. So, I got asked this question and I was like, this is a great question. I have to do a YouTube video on it. So the question is, when scaling a company, what do you focus on first and why? And how do you determine the best time for scaling? Well, obviously, the best time to scale is when you have more market demand and you're profitable, so you can afford to scale. And when you need to stop doing other things so you can focus on growth and scaling, basically, as the CEO and entrepreneur that you are. So say you're in a small business, you're starting small, you're starting with Etsy or an MLM, and you've just got so many orders and it's a lot of work to get them, and you can't keep up or grow because you're having to do all the work yourself, like fulfill all the orders or make all the items, and it's just too much work because you're making so much money and you're doing great, and you can't continue to grow if you keep taking all the responsibility on yourself, right, with your time, because only one person can do so many things. So that's when I know it's time to scale. I'm like, okay, this is overload. I can't do this on my own. I need to scale. So I scale in 3 steps, okay? Technology automation. Number 2 is outsourcing. And the last one is hiring. So first, I focus on what I can automate with technology, right? And that keeps me avoiding paying for employees or outsourcing, right? So I want to streamline work efforts. So I'll automate, I'll try to target when I'm ready to scale, like what tasks can I automate with technology first to organize my infrastructure. For example, you can automate your thank you and retargeting and follow-up emails. Okay, so you can get a platform where as soon as someone makes a purchase, they're automatically sent a thank you email with a coupon code to come back and buy, or they get automatic shipping updates, and that way it's out of sight, out of mind. It's automation, it's technology. Usually you don't have to pay for it. It'll usually come with whatever platform you're using, and that way you're not having to handwrite emails to every customer that buys from you, right? So after that kind of foundation is set and I've automated everything possible, like I literally think of what I can automate in my life, like vacuuming. I got a robot vacuum. I'm like, I need to automate that because I don't have time for that anymore. I'm growing a business. I have a startup. What can you automate not only in your business but also in your life? So after I've done that, I'll see what can be outsourced with very little management on my part. So this is usually repetitive tasks that don't dramatically affect the bottom line, or like one-time tasks that would take up a ton of my time, and it's not worth the time when I could just pay someone else to do it. I get more value. So a really great example of this is customer service. Customer service is one of those repetitive tasks that can easily be outsourced to an experienced customer service company. So they have these overseas, and you basically can give them your customer service copy or template, how you want them to deal with, address, or handle customers and what problems. And you really want to focus on making sure you do a good job and you pick a good customer service company. Or if you don't have too many customers and you can just hire like one VA to do customer service, you could do that too, because it shouldn't be taken lightly, even though you're outsourcing it. Customer service should not be skimped on by any means, and you shouldn't just ignore the phone and be like, well, I don't have time to talk to 10 customers a day, and I didn't I don't know how to scale, so I'm just gonna ignore the calls and let customers be mad at me. That's gonna get you problems. That's gonna get you bad reviews on BBB and everywhere, you know? So you don't want angry customers. Outsource customer service first, because that is a big job, you know, emailing people back and forth. If you're growing a company, you can't sit there and do those they're not menial, they really matter, but those small tasks, outsource them to a team, train the team how to do it, or, you know, hire a team that already does that. And the last one, the third one. So first one was automating technology. The second one is outsourcing. And then the third one is hiring. So ad agencies, right? So if I were to think, I wouldn't outsource to an ad agency. Agencies get lazy if you don't stay on their back. Ad spend is super easily burned up. Ad fatigue happens fast. So what I would do, instead of my second step of outsourcing, I would do hiring, okay? I'd hire a dedicated in-house person and I work directly with them instead, because I've tried to hire ad agencies in the past. It has cost me thousands and thousands of dollars just like thrown away using their best practices and these old, outdated, you know, tactics in the ad space. They also make boring adverts usually if they're not like part of your company or an employee or not really invested. They make poor ad copy. They usually can't get your customer to stop scrolling on social media, and they're just throwing your money down the drain, right? They're light years behind the algorithm and money-making tactics that I know work, right? And they're usually busily juggling like a ton of different clients, right? So they don't spend and put a lot of time. Plus, but they charge high agency fees. You can pay less and hire an in-house person, whether they're overseas VA or they're in the USA. You could pay less than an agency price and get better service if you hire them, because they're very expensive, most agencies. Basically, with an in-house ad person, you can keep a quick eye on your ad spend. You can be part of the ad creative. You get to keep everything, becomes proprietary. Your ads, you know, you don't, with an agency, sometimes they won't use your ad account. They'll use like their white label platform for doing ads, or they'll sell you a platform. They'll say they're an agency, but they're just selling you a platform where you can manage all your ads in one place, which is stupid. Why would you pay a monthly fee for that? You could just manage your Facebook ads and Facebook ads, manage your Google ads and Google ads, and spend the money hiring a person to do it for you. I can't stand people who just sell platforms for ads. It's like, why would I pay? Like, all I gotta do is just open another tab and go log into the other like the free platform that's offered. I don't even get those people. Anyway, so don't try to outsource or hire an ad agency. I know there's a lot of ad agencies and people like cringing right now, like, Lisa, come on. But I have hired many of them and I've never had a good success. I've never had good success outsourcing ads. Always hire someone. That way you can keep the overhead costs low, because you're hiring a remote person. They probably cost less too than a whole ad agency. You can be a part of the ad creative. You can make sure the efforts are up to date and ahead of the curve. So anyways, after I scaled, you know, effectively and cost efficiently with these 3 steps, I will just rinse and repeat the process to continue growth. What else can I automate in technology and cut costs to keep scaling? What can I outsource that, you know, isn't dramatically affecting my bottom line? And what do I want to hire in-house for, because it does dramatically affect the bottom line? So I hope those examples were good and it made sense to you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you have any requests or any questions about scaling your business. I'm super happy to help you with that and give advice, especially because there are so many agencies out there, you know, that say, oh, we're gonna help you scale, but they're really just an added cost, and they add like a whole nother platform you have to learn, or a whole thing where it's not really efficient. It's just another mess. So trust your gut and keep overhead costs low, and keep your team remote until you really need a workspace and you can really comfortably afford it in the budget. I save a lot of money by having my team all work remotely, and it doesn't have any effect on our productivity if you stay on top of your team. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I will talk to you guys again. We're premiering videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. We are definitely premiering 2 a week. So if you want to be notified when we premiere, click that subscribe button.